good. You know, it's our history, so you're proud you try and visit our history. It's good. You don't know about this? So, shall I tell you? You're afraid of the camera? Why are you afraid, bro? Oh, come on, say it. say it. Why are you afraid? Come on. Send your message for Cuba.
I love Cuba people.
Thank you. Good evening, beautiful people. This is another beautiful day here in Ethiopia and the capital city of Ethiopia, Addis Ababa. Today I'm going to take you a very quick tour on a very historical place, which is established basically to commemorate the good support that Cuba has did for Ethiopia in the 1975, 1977, 1978, something like that, during the Derg regimes of Ethiopia. Leads Ethiopia from 1974 up to 1991. So during this time, there is one unforgettable event takes place in Ethiopia, a war between Ethiopia and Somalia, which is known as the Ethio-Somali War. So inside this place, a park which is called the Ethiopia-Cuba Friendship Park, a park established to commemorate the support that Cuba has did for Ethiopia. So let me tour you around and I will just tell you the historical backgrounds of what this historical park that signifies the relationship between Ethiopia and Cuba. There are some monuments of what both Cuba's leader as well as the time leaders of Ethiopia, known as Mengistu Haile Mariam, and there is a pillar around 50-meter erected pillar is also here. So let's see it. Let me show you that around, and I'll just take you a tour around this park known as Ethiopia Friendship Park. Look at this. This is the pillar, you know. On the top there is a red star, which signifies basically the communist political ideology, because in 1774 up to 1991, Ethiopia was under a political ideology system called socialism. And got this one. If you can see this, these are the soldiers, you know, holding some gun, rifles. And on the top there are some structures that signifies socialism, you know, communist political system, some hammers, something like that, on the tops of this erected pillar. Therefore, this park is basically a park to commemorate the relationship between Ethiopia and Cuba. As I'm trying to tell you on the beginnings of this video, during 1974 up to 1991, you know, Ethiopia was under a military government system, which is called a military provincial government, was established, led by the then-time leaders of that government called Mengistu Haile Mariam. On that same time, Ethiopia faced some challenge from her neighbor country called Somalia. You know, during 1975, Somalia was led by a leader called Ziad Barre. And Ziad Barre was having an ambition of building a great Somali. For that, he just trying to expand and invade the neighborhood countries like Ethiopia, because Ethiopia has a province in the Somali region. Ethiopia has a region called Somali Regional State, which is a borderline with Somali. Therefore, this Somali leader attempted to invade and expand his territory towards Ethiopia. During that time, Ethiopia was, you know, that much strong, because it was a time that Ethiopia was overthrowing the monarchical government, which was led by Emperor Haile Selassie. So there was an internal, instability inside the country. For that, Somali just think and consider this is a time to invade Ethiopia and expand her territory. And Ziad Barre launches a war against Ethiopia. And they just enter into the territories of Ethiopia. During this time, Cuba was a country which was in the same political ideology with that Ethiopian government, which is a socialist, socialist communist political system. So those countries having the same kinds of political ideologies, they were supporting each other. And Cuba was the one country among those countries that helps Ethiopia to maintain its geographical integrity. And for that, around 15,000 soldiers were sent to Ethiopia from Cuba to keep the peace and its geographical integrity. Therefore, on that time, around 163 soldiers of Cuba were died here in Ethiopia for keeping the sovereignty of Ethiopia. I salute to Cuban soldiers who fought for the freedom of Ethiopia and for maintaining the integrity of Ethiopia. I love Cuba as a best country helps Ethiopia during that hard time. Therefore, to commemorate this, Ethiopia established this park, which is called Ethiopia-Cuba Friendship Park, a park that symbolizes and commemorates what Cuba has did for Ethiopia during that hard time in the 1975 during the Ethio-Somali War, which is a war, done by that expansionist leaders of Somali. And at the same time, this is also a park that Ethiopia has really maintains its geographical integrity, what today Ethiopia has, Therefore, in addition to this, Cuba, South Yemeni and Soviet military assistants and soldiers were here in the war, and they participate for helping Ethiopia, So Cuba, and it basically honors those soldiers of Cuba who lose their life during the war, These all things are being kept here. So let me show you around what are some of the sculptures and the monumental structure here. Let me show you. Look at this one, guys. You see, this is a socialist, singles here, a woman holding in her hand, you can see, and a hammer at the back. And there is some right here, if you can see. Let me close up and read it. Look what it says. It's an Amharic, right? So let me read it in Amharic. የኢትዮጵያ ብሔራዊ ዲሞክራሲያዊ አብዮት ፕሮግራም ሚያዝያ 12 ቀን 1968 ፊውዳሊዝምን፣ ቢሮክራሲያዊ ካፒታሊዝምንና ኢምፔሪያሊዝምን ከኢትዮጵያ ጨርሶ በመደምሰስ በጸረ ፊውዳልና በጸረ ኢምፔሪያሊስት ኃይሎች ትብብር አዲስቷን ህዝባዊት ኢትዮጵያን መመስረት ወደ ሶሻሊዝም ማሸጋገር የሆነውን ጡብ መሰረት መጣል ይላል። So this talks about building a new Ethiopia with a new political ideology like socialism, something like that, after the overthrow of the monarchical system, the feudalist government system, which was led by Emperor Haile Selassie of Ethiopia. This dictator military force come and control the power. So this is talking about that. And alternatively, this monument is also known as the Ethiopian Struggle Monument, የኢትዮጵያ የትግል ሐውልት ምንለው ማለት ነው በአማርኛ የምታውቁ ሰዎች ለኢትዮጵያውያን። ስለዚህ this is what this is actually. So you see the struggles here, people are working together. Look at this guy, for example, mowing, something, a wet is being mowed. So this is the struggle for transforming Ethiopia into a new government system called socialism. People are, doing stuff in group together. And over there, Mengistu Haile Mariam, the that time leaders of Ethiopia, who leads Ethiopia from 1974 up to 1991. And there you can see, I think, some socialist and communist symbols like a red star, something, a Leninist, you know. So man, here, look at this one. Yeah, basically this is what this monument signifies or can tell us. And here on the gates of what the inside of this park, you can get the pictures of those Cuban soldiers who just give their lives for Ethiopian freedom and integrity. Salute our Cuban people also gives their their life for Ethiopia. Appreciate it. Thank you, Cuba. God bless you more. So this is also their picture, the Cuban soldier Nestor Banacha Martinez. You know, it's a Latin word, a Latino name, so difficult to pronounce for me. Andreas Boreto Margikel. Look at this guy. So these are the soldiers from Cuba who fought us alongside with Ethiopia in defending Somalia's invasion of Ethiopia. Salute to this Cuban soldier. You know, so as I have told you, in honoring those people who just give their life for the integrity of Ethiopia, this park is established. So this is the story why this park is established. Maybe I can take you more tour around. Let me show you what the park looks like inside. You know, currently it's a place where people can come and get some relief, you know, enjoying the breeze, green, and there are sites for tourists to spend some time sitting, discussing, and having some chill with their friend, you know. So you can see this erected 50-meter pillar. So from that time onward, the relationship between Cuba and Ethiopia continues and strengthens. For example, 1977, Cuba sent her medical doctors to Ethiopia to increase, to strengthen and to make more nice the medical education sectors of Ethiopia. So this way the relation continues. You know, during that time Cuba was under the leadership of Fidel Castro, and he was a strong socialist leader, communist leader, and that's why he supported Ethiopia, because Ethiopia was trying to be a socialist country by that a military provincial government led by Mengistu Haile Mariam. You know, those socialist countries were cooperating each other. That's why they sent the soldiers for Ethiopia. And even South Yemeni and Soviet were among the countries that plays a great role in supporting Ethiopia to win the war that was opened by that expansionist leaders of Somalia. Ziad Barre was defeated at the Battle of Karamara. Look at this. So this is what it looks like inside. There are seats here where people can sit and spend some time. Yeah, so green, you can see people sitting there. There's people too here. Look at this one. It's a pretty cool place. Yeah, you know, this is one important thing I can mention here, I think, because if you just establish and put these kinds of things as something to tell and to retain your history, people can learn and can just value how our fathers, foreign sisters give their blood to maintain the integrity of the geography of a given country. If this park was not here, maybe, you know, I don't think so there could be some way to talk about what I'm just trying to talk today. Because we have this park, I'm able to talk about the history that my father, my mother, or all my forefathers did and passed it for my country. So let me take you a tour around and let me show you what this park inside looks like. So green and the breeze is so nice. Wow, I like it. Look at how big and giant trees are inside. Yeah, so some I don't know if it's endemic plant for Ethiopia. Look at this. You know, it was the park was, and those monuments were inaugurated in 1984. You know, so if those plants were planted on that time, expected those plants to be like this today. We are in 2024 now. Look at. Look at this monument. I don't know what these people are doing. Two people standing face to face. I don't know if it's something, a soldier sign, or I don't know. Oh, look at this one. Facing each other, you know. I don't know why they don't put some description board about those monuments. It was good if they put something like that, yeah? Because I can read and I can tell you. Guys, do you know about this thing? Do you know about what this is? You don't know? All right. Okay, አማርኛ ትችላለህ? Okay. But you are speaking Amharic. So this is what this park is, you know. One thing where I have noticed, you know, they have to put some description borders in front of those monumental structures that can talk or describe what this monumental structure, you know, simply erecting and living without any description may be somewhat confusing for those tourists to understand what these things stand for to tell. Therefore, if you just do that, it will be more better. Here is also, you can see the soldiers of what Cuba who fought for Ethiopia. Yeah, it's very nice. Ethiopia, you keep history this way, keep up this good work. You know, history is very important for one country. I believe strongly this way. If no history is kept this way, it's very hard to keep the coming generation patriot about his country, you know, unless we just understand how our forefathers dedicatedly just fought for maintaining the integrity of our country, maintaining the freedom of what our country will be very hard. And keeping history, documenting and putting and establishing parks like this is very important to tell and to teach the generation about the past history and to learn from history, to not repeat what is done bad, you know. But this is very important thing. So this is also the soldiers here holding some gun. Amongst Karamara is also there. Look at the soldiers and Ethiopian women with the soldier, you know, cooking food, something like that. For example, over there you can see the girl, you know, handing up food for the soldier. There are some Ethiopian instruments used for preparing food, you know. Look at this soldier holding a gun. Land to the tailor. This is land to the tailor. Down with imperialism. Yalsara Ibla. These are some of the slogans used by that time government regimes of what Ethiopia. Land to the tailor, land to the mask, you know. የድሃው ልጅ ይማር. This means the slogans. Look at the farmers here. Look at those are the tenants and some poor people, but they're you know, look at this one. It talks about that guy on the horse is a Fidel, I think, and this woman is begging something. So tries to show what are some of the movement is taken as an action by the Derg regions of what Ethiopia. Was that there? You know, that's industrialism. Yeah, it's amazing. So this is what it is. Look at that. It's good. You know, it's our history, so you're proud you try and visit our history. It's good. You don't know about this? So shall I tell you? You're afraid of the camera? Why are you afraid, bro? You know, it's nothing. It's positive. I'm just vlogging about this history of what our forefathers did for us, you know. So you have to proud and you have to tell us how you're proud about your history. በአማርኛም ትችላለህ፣ ችግር የለውም። I speak Amharic too. አታውቅም ስለዚህ ታሪክ? ግን እሺ ስለምን እንደሆነ አትሊስት ታውቃለህ? የኢትዮ ኩባ ማለት የኢትዮ ኩባ የወዳጅነት ፓርክ ነው አክቹአሊ። ለምን ነው ኢትዮ ኩባ ምንድን ነው? ለምን ይመስላል? ኤግዛክትሊ የኩባ ፊደል ካስትሮ ነው። ያው ምልሽ ላይክ ደርጋን ለምሳሌ በዛ ሰዓት ያራምደው የነበረው የፖለቲካ ስርዓት የሶሻሊዝም የሚባለው ስርዓት ነው አይደለ? ስለዚህ ኩባ ደግሞ ተመሳሳይ እንደዛይ ስርዓት ነበር የምታራምደው በፊደል ካስትሮ እየተመራች ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ ሶሻሊስት የሆኑ ካንትሪዎች ሀገራት አጌንስት ካፒታሊስት በመሆን ያው ይተጋገዛሉ። ኢትዮጵያን ደግሞ ያኔ ሶማሊ በዚያድ ባሪ እየተመራች ኢትዮጵያን ወራት ነበር። ስለዚህ ኩባ የሶሻሊስት ሀገር በመሆኗ ኢትዮጵያን በወታደር አግዛታለች ማለት ነው በዛ ጦርነትና የካራማራ ድል ምንለውን ኢትዮጵያ እንድታሸንፍ እነሱ ደቡብ የመን ያኔ ሶቪየት አልፈራረሰችም የነበረ ራሻ ማለት ነው የሶቪየት ዩኒየን የሚባሉት ወታደራዊ ድጋፍ አድርገውልን ነበር ለኢትዮጵያ ማለት ነው። እና ያንን ኩባ ለኢትዮጵያ ያደረገችውን ወታደራዊ ድጋፍ ለማስታወስ ኢትዮጵያ ይሄንን ፓርክ ገንብታለች ነው። እና ኩባውያን እንግዲህ ኢትዮጵያ ነፃነቷን ለማስጠበቅ በኢትዮጵያ ምድር ህይወታቸውን መጥተው ገብረዋል። እናመሰግናለን። አመስግን በደም send your message for Cuban people, my bro.
I love Cuba people.
You got to say it loud. Come on, say it. say. We are afraid. Come on. Send your message for Cuba.
I love Cuba people.
Thank you. Yeah. He's sending a message for Cuban people that he loves so much Cuba because they help and support Ethiopia during that hard time. Appreciate you, my bro. What's your name? Naol. You live in here in Addis? Alright, that's good. Nice to meet you, my bro. This is TY. Maybe you can get yourself on my channel. TY Travels. TY Travels. Search it and you'll see yourself in the vlog. Thank you, my bro. We appreciate it. So ሜቢ ኢትዮጵያውያን እንግዲህ ይሄ ፓርክ የኢትዮ ኩባ ወዳጅነት ፓርክ ይባላል። ያው እዚህ ጋር ልጁ ጋር ሳወራ እንደነበረው ኢትዮጵያ በ1975 ዓመተ ምህረት በዚያድ ባሪ የተመራ የሶማሊ ጦር ወደ ኢትዮጵያ የከፈተውን ጦርነት ለመመከት በተደረገው ተጋድሎ ኩባውያን ወታደሮቻቸውን ለኢትዮጵያ በመላክ በኢትዮጵያ ምድር የኢትዮጵያን ነፃነትና የኢትዮጵያን መሬት አንድነት ለማስጠበቅ ከኢትዮጵያውያን ጎን ተሰልፈው የተዋደቁ መሆኑን ለማስታወስ በዚህ መልክ ፓርክ እንግዲህ ተገንብቶ ታሪክን ይዘክራል ማለት ነው። ሶ ወጣችሁ ብታዩት ደስ ይላል። at the same time ውስጡ በጣም ያምራል ላይ ለመዝናናት ምናምን ብትፈልጉ። So it's a very nice place. I just recommend you guys come here and discover this beautiful history that talks about what I have told you before a minute. So my Ethiopian people, come and discover this history. So Jim, you need to know about what was happened to your country in the past time and what Cuba has did for Ethiopia. So I'm getting out from the park, showing you around what it looks like. So this is, I think, time to say you guys bye. See you another time and then by the next upload. You're appreciated. Don't forget always to share, like, subscribe the channel. Bye.